Hello, today we will be demonstrating the Mendix file for the project 8 of 1BV10, which is the electronic patient dossier of GGzE. The first step is logging in as the patient Sander Peters, so we type in Sander with the password GGzE7 with a capital D. We have to have a capital and a number in the password for safety reasons. Now we are redirected to the patient homepage with some additional information, post address, visiting address, and a Google Maps picture of where the GGzE is located. We click on the button Create Survey. Now a survey for the patient Sander Peters is created. We fill in the patient just like Sander Peters would. For example, the first question, no, no, I do not know, no, 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 and no. We accidentally forget the last question and we click submit. We get an error that the survey is not completely filled in, so we fill in the last question as well and we click submit. Now we get a confirmation that the survey outcome is calculated and that a new treatment registration date is added. We click OK, and if we try to overwrite our previous answers by creating another survey in the name of the same patient, we cannot do this. We get an error that the survey is already completed. Now we sign out as the patient, we get a confirmation screen and we click yes. We now have to log in as the coordinator. This is Peter van Gorp, so we type in Peter with the same password, GGzE7 with a capital D, and we are redirected to the coordinator homepage with different tabs here and here. The patient who just filled in the survey is listed here because only one patient filled in the survey. We can only see Sander Peters, and Sander Peters needs to be screened, and we don't have any unassigned patients. So we assign Sander Peters by clicking on the patient and click on the button screening, and we accept the patient. We save it. Now the patient does not need to be screened anymore, so this list is now empty, but it is instead placed in the tab Unassigned Patients. We can assign this patient to the least loaded doctor by using the ratio. We gave this doctor, Baris Oskan, a capacity of 4, and at the moment he is helping zero patients. Out of this 4, 0 divided by 4 gives us a ratio of 0.00. We assign the patient to this doctor, and now the unassigned patient, Sander Peters, is not in the list unassigned patients anymore and not in the list needs to be screened anymore. It's only in this list. Now we have to log in as the doctor Baris Oskan, so we sign out as Peter van Gorp and we log in as Baris with the same password again, so we do not need to change that. Now we see that Sander Peters is placed on this doctor's page, and the doctor can only see patients which are placed in this page. We now can look at the patient by looking at the overview. Here we have additional information which we normally cannot see in the quick summary page. We now have to assign this patient, Sander Peters, to a care group. So we click on Overview, Treatments, and we add a new treatment. We add an execution date, for example today, and a registration date also today, and a standard care program post-traumatic stress disorder. And we can flag this or we cannot flag this. At the moment we will flag it and say that this is an important treatment. The activities of the standard care program are listed below, and now the patient is assigned to the post-traumatic stress disorder standard care program, and we save this. We now can add these activities of the standard care program to the treatment manually, and we have to add psychotherapy, narrative therapy, sensor, motor therapy, and somatic experience. We do this by clicking New, Activity, Psychotherapy. This list is alphabetic with a duration of, let's say, 4. it is weekly, and the end date will be the end of somewhere in July. And we can add sessions, but for now we will not do this, and we press save. Now the activities of the treatment of Sander Peters is psychotherapy, and now all the 3 other therapies will be added here as well, and for time reasons this will be done off screen in the same way as psychotherapy. We can now remove psychotherapy and replace it by hypnotherapy by just pressing psychotherapy and on the button remove, and we delete it with a confirmation message and add the new activity called hypnotherapy with a duration of 4 weeks. It is weekly, and treatment plans of other patients are not affected by this specific plan for Sander Peters. And we press save. Now we can see that hypnotherapy has replaced psychotherapy. We can now add sessions and give these an outcome. This is done, for example, for hypnotherapy by pressing hypnotherapy, pressing the edit button, and having new sessions. This session is session number 1 with a length of, let's say, 1 day, and the outcome is positive. We can save this. Now we can also add a session number 2 with a length of, let's say, 2 days. Oops, my battery is running low. 2 days, and the session outcome is negative, and we save this. We now have a session for hypnotherapy. We have a session 1 that is positive and session 2 that is negative with lengths over here. We can save this, and if we want to further see how did the sessions of hypnotherapy go, we can click on edit, and we see, oh, session 1 was positive with a length of 1 day, session 2 was negative with a length of 2 days. And after this is done, we can sign out as Oskan. We click the confirmation again, and we go back to our login screen. And this was the electronic patient dossier for GGzE made by Group 7. Thank you for your attention.